Welcome back to Ships at Sea, folks. We're doing a quick little update video. I've already recorded this once, but the sound was horrific. For some reason, the sound effects were louder than my voice and sounded like we were in an Arctic storm. So here we go. We're going to be taking a look at all the new features that have been added in the latest update, and it is huge, well, at least in my opinion. We're going to take a look around at the different interiors now that you can enter. There's massive improvements to the map. There's harbours been removed, harbours been added. There's improvements to existing harbours that haven't moved or been removed. Ports, sorry. And yeah, it's amazing. Bear in mind that this is a work in progress. Obviously, the game is early access. And this is also a beta version. So there may be, if you are playing it on this on the public beta, then there may be placeholders that you see in different ports, in new ports. Bear with the developers. They are making amazing progress. So we're going to first take a look at the Maritime Services Office. Now, bear in mind, when the game first came out, this was literally a door that you walked up to. There was no interaction at all. Look at this interior. This is the standard of work these devs are putting out, and it's incredible. So now you use this laptop to enter the menu where you take your missions. You can take a loan from the bank, any services you need, towing services, and you can hire crew. So that is fantastic. It does have an upstairs. You got a photocopier and some bits and pieces that just make it feel alive. Most of all, what's impressive is the windows, right? And it seems a silly thing to say, but the windows you can see out of, that's real out there. And I wondered, I've not done multiplayer in this game actually. I wonder if you'd be able to see your teammates out the window, because that would be pretty cool. You know, a lot of games just have blank windows, or like something fake there to make it appear like it's looking outside. So you've got a second exit or entrance, depending on how you want to look at it. And this is where anything, the cargo, small cargo at least, I think, that you take, the missions that you take, the small cargo will appear here, and potentially here as well. So there is an element of loss when you move to a newer version, but we're all aware of that. Bearing in mind that we're playing early access. However, they have created a compensation system whereby if you have fish farms or buoys in the water with long lines or whatever, they will compensate you for your losses, which is pretty awesome. Not a lot of games do that. You can see that the mooring update that they added has been improved even further. Just the whole look of the game is being improved every time they update. You know, there's real decent textures. I think these used to be wooden. I'm not sure, but I'm all for this new visuals. It's cool. Obviously, it does mean that previous videos or playthroughs we were doing are kind of obsolete, but I don't mind that. So here you have the harbour and tool and supply shop. So we have augers for your feeding, your automated feeders, for your fish farms, the motors and stuff you can buy, your jigging rigs, lighting. Wonder if that merch would be available. Don't know if it's available in the shop at the minute. Maybe on your characters. Not sure. Your drills, batteries for your engine compartments. I think that's coming in a future update. Torches. We have binoculars down the bottom, and we have all the knives on the rack there. water. Now, I think most recently has been added the ability to sell food and drink on your passenger ferries, and I think that's what that food and drink there is for. The food parcels is like to restock your ferries, so that's really cool. You can see the batteries for sale for your torch, your flashlight, your helmets, your boots, other hats. Yeah, really cool visuals there. And this door also has a back door or a second entrance. So we're going to go along now. This is probably one of the biggest updates they've done, and it's going to be incredible. It's basically enabled them to then add to the game going forwards. They're not going to be limited to the size of the ships that they can add, and this is why. Let's take a little look through this door. Now, it used to just be an interior of this shed, but let's have a look. I mean, it's a little bit weird how you enter it, but let's have a look. Obviously, it's a loading screen. I imagine this is all going to get changed, or it may get changed. Here we go then. It's a massive dry dock. Can you imagine the size of the boats that you can fit in that? Okay, and this is how you access your boats through the laptop. I can select my other boat here, and it's now down in the dry dock. We're going to take a little look. It's fully sort of like enterable. You can go down the steps and go down into the dock, go and work on your boat. There's some work to be done around the edge, but it's all a work in progress. You know, we're expecting that. This is incredible, guys. And here we are. Used to be in a shed. Now we're in a dry dock. Much more realistic. Amazing. Even the visuals on the boats have been improved. Really, really cool. And we can climb on. That's just the same. Can we toot the horn in here? Yes, we can. Oh, the echo, though. Right, let's run back up there. We'll go back up this side. I mean, it's exactly the same either side. Whoop. So definitely don't be turned away by the fact that you might lose. Well, you're not losing progress because everything they're adding is an improvement on the update before it. So, you know, we're making progress just by having the updates. Okay, so that's the shipyard now. Amazing. Now, they've improved the operation of the crane. It's a lot smoother. Just the visuals of it are incredible. So that's WASD, and then we've got Q and R to extend the arm, and I think to rotate the hook is X and Z, and we can change the camera as well. So the orientation of where the camera is changes with V and F to exit. Really cool. So moving on now. I think that's is that a small yeah, medium cargo, yeah. There's our boat down there. the AI have been improved. Before we enter the fishery, we'll have a look at the oh no, tell you what we'll do. We'll have a look in the fishery and then we'll have a look at the change log. I'll go through some bits which we haven't seen because there's background improvements. So here now you will buy your fishing equipment and your bait, obviously. So wait for it to load. Here's what. Oh, and this is where you sell as well. You can sell your fish here too. So this would be selling your fish, I believe. Yeah, believe so. Oh no, maybe this is purchasing your fish. Good catfish. No, definitely selling it. Definitely selling it. Right. This on the left hand side is your selling fish there. Look. This is. I'm not sure what this is then. So you got your bait here in the second menu. The different types of bait as you go scroll along. Different sizes you can buy, and then that will go in your inventory here, which is an improved UI. Here's your long line options. So where you can buy your buoys. It's your net fishing options, and I think this is like a locator for your fishing gear, so you'll never lose it. Assume I've never used one, but this is where you would buy your fish for your fish farms, I think. And this is your fish food for your fish farms, and it shows you the two areas where they will appear. Really, really cool. And then you got the visuals in here, which just like finish off the environment, to be honest with you. And this little back room, and I think, yep, the door works. Really cool. What a cool feature. And then we can go down here. They're adding new buildings. It's got interiors. You can see through the windows. The top ones. Maybe that's something else that's coming. Who knows? The buildings are being replaced and improved all the time. The harbours themselves are being replaced. Improved. Really cool. Right, let's go and jump on our little boat. We'll set sail. And we'll have a look. He's limbering up for something big. Yeah, we'll just run down here. We'll jump on the boat. And we'll head off. Start the engine. Christ. Turn that down a little bit. We're just going to jump into settings because that is mighty loud. And I don't want to have to re-record it another time. Okay. Just find the Steam information. Don't forget, of course, you can go to the Steam page and check out all of the improvements they've made. We are going to head off now. Hopefully. Yep, here we go. Off we go. I like traveling in first person, so that's what he's still doing his morning exercise. Here we go. So we're just going to go through now the bit of the change log that they've improved. So we've seen the dry dock. They've improved the map. They've upgraded Rost with there's a whole other variety of ports they've upgraded. There's new ones, and there's been two. There's what is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new ports and 2 removed. So I think you can agree that the 2 removed are outweighed by the improvements made to the existing ones, and then they add the additions. I can't pronounce the name of but there's a port which is their biggest and most ambitious port yet, which has begun and it's starting to take shape. We've seen the dry dock, so that's pretty cool. And it says it's designed to handle any class of vessel, serving a foundation for future ship expansions. So that's really exciting there. Just going to make sure we're not going to crash into anything. Okay. The level design is ongoing, so expect further visual polish and improve environmental detail in future updates. At the moment, the dry dock is still referred to as the shipyard on the building. This will be updated soon. The dry dock marks another important step towards expanding ships at sea simulation depth, which it really does. It's really, really cool. The weather system has been completely overhauled and optimized for the new map. From heavy rain and clear skies to lightning and intense storms, the atmospheric immersion will be deeper than ever. Further enhancements are also in progress and will be introduced soon, including the ability to cancel storms, instantly adjust wave settings, and switch between dynamic and manual weather modes. So they're giving you a lot of options to play with. You don't have to play in one sort of like certain direction. A new marine weather forecast feature will provide detailed conditions to help you plan your sea journey more effectively, which is really, really cool. It says we're taking another step forward in expanding immersion by making the office, tool and supply, and fishery areas fully accessible, which we did see. The shop, the environment in the shop is really, really cool. The fishery shop's gate can now be opened. That's the side door, the sliding door. We've added a new function that makes managing your catch even easier. When hovering over any fish box, players can now see detailed information showing what types of fish and the size are stored in the box. So that'll be when you're delivering your catch. Cargo camera view. To complement the new systems, the camera feature has been added to the shops, allowing players to see in real time whether their purchase items are spawned in the cargo area and instantly connect with the cargo item for smoother management. So it means you're never going to be trying to hunt for where your cargo's gone, because you're going to know exactly where it is. You're going to see it on the essentially like CCTV, which is really cool. The inventory system has been revamped, and there's a redesigned and enhanced. It's been redesigned and enhanced to make managing your items smoother, faster, and more intuitive than ever. There's drag and drop is new. Splitting and stacking of consumables is new, and you have custom quick slots. Let's try to say that quickly. They've now begun implementing a boat weight capacity system to determine how much weight, how much each vessel can realistically carry in total, whether it's cargo, rigging, upgrades, or fish. So now it's going to matter what you add to your boat in terms of bigger engines, propellers, cargo, infantry items such as your rigging, motors for your, or like, bits and pieces you need to change on your fish farms. It's all going to add to the weight of your boat, and there will be a maximum weight. The boat ownership system has been improved, and it now better supports co-op, which is what everyone's looking for. There isn't another sea-based fishing game which offers multiplayer like this does now. Obviously, there are competitors, but competition is healthy. Securing at the pier. We've introduced mooring rings to further enhance docking realism. You'll now see your ship visually secure to various moorings with dynamic mooring ropes connecting vessels to the shore. On small piers, ropes are tied using cleat hitch, while mid-sized ports feature ropes securing with a round turn around a bollard. This edition removes the previous floating effect, which other games have adopted, making docking and towing feel really authentic. Now, I didn't have so much joy with the towing mission I did try. I don't know if I actually put that video out or not, but yeah, it wasn't successful, but maybe in the future we'll have better luck. They've improved the warehouse management system. There's now warehouses that you can store items in, like cargo. On your class 3, your tier 3 ships, they're on your ferries, so your people transport. You can now serve food to your passengers, food and drink, and you have the ability to store that food in your storeroom. You have to buy supplies to be able to restock. So that's pretty cool. They've rebalanced ship prices to take into consideration the tier 3 ships. And there's been improvements and changes made to the Lighthouse mission, along with a whole host of other improvements and additions and fixes. Quality of life, you name it, it's been, stuff has been changed. So I'm going to link the Steam page in the description. Go and check it out. Go and support these devs. They are fantastic people and they are doing amazing, amazing work. And I hope this has kept you informed. If you've enjoyed this video or found it helpful at all, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I will try my best to keep you updated with any information on ships at sea. And you'll never miss, if you subscribe, you'll never miss content. You'll turn on the notification bell. You'll see the information popping up. And there's also, obviously, the other games played on the channel to check out as well. With that being said, this is where I'm going to end the video. We're heading back to Ross now. It's just a beautiful game. Can't get over it. But yeah, head back to Ross now to moor up. And I will catch you in the next video. I think what I'm going to try and do, we're going to try and take a look at the people transport, the ferry, and have a look at that, because I haven't actually had a look at that since it's been added like the first time. Now it's been improved. I'm desperate to have a look, and we haven't done the boat on fire, like the boat fire mission, because now obviously they've re-added the ability to have the boat with the water cannon on it. Obviously, we did the ship in distress, but that didn't go well. The boat in distress. So hopefully we can try that again. Yeah, so plenty more to come. Expect some more updates very, very soon. We're heading to 1.0, but there's a lot more to come before we get there, and it's really exciting. The future is really exciting for this game. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.